we all agree, it's not the end of the world.
It's not.
This crisis is going to come and go. Another crisis will come and go. So what is your parting shot to everybody out there? Leaders of businesses, leaders of families.
I mean, it's one simple message: cut the panic, stop the panic. Yeah.
Stop the panic.
Stop the panic.
Yes.
It's again to your point. It's not the end of the world.
Yes.
So what do we do now? If we go to great investors in the world, they say again, buy when everyone else is running. You know? And that's exactly what everyone is doing right now.
It's a buying opportunity.
Yes. So if you're not buying now, what exactly are you doing for your investors? To add value to your clients is you are the professionals, you know. So we need to stop being sensational investors, you know, trend investors. We need to actually buy value. And fundamentally nothing has changed. These levels, price levels where they are, I mean, looking at your banks, nothing has changed for them. It's business as usual. And if this is continued, of course, they continue with our core business of lending. Consumption and everything else might get several hitches here and there, but fundamentally, nothing has changed. You understand? So as the government is trying to do its best to contain it, you as an investor is to make sure you're well diversified and you're actually taking advantage of these low prices. So again, it's time to buy, cut the panic. When you go back to your level, up to the family level, is to just make sure you listen to what the government is saying. And I've seen the government is proactively sending messages to everyone on their SMS, you know, giving you updates, telling you what to do, what not to do, you know, just sort of some advice. That's very good from the Ministry of Health,
Yes.
So for you is to just observe the general hygiene. You know, if you're in a public and you have to sneeze or cough, do it in a tissue and dispose it. If you don't have a tissue at hand, sorry about that, is you make sure you cough into the inner side of your elbow. You understand? In the house, if you get to the house, ensure to sanitize your hands before touching things around, especially if you've been interacting with people. They say for now, avoid contact with guys. Contact that, you know, unless it's necessary, like you're caring for a baby, but avoid the handshakes, avoid, because this thing, as we say, it is passed on through particulates, you know, from one person to the other. So the hugs, the greetings and all that stuff. So it's good to take those precautions and then get the house, of course, sanitized or take a shower if you can. Other than that, it's business as usual. You know,
so stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
If you
Most
important is to remain alive.
Correct. Remain alive. And I think that's core to every one of us, up and above the investments.
Whether there is COVID or not.
Whether it's COVID or not, it's we take care of ourselves.
If
you're suffering from any of these symptoms, it's important to, again, we keep being told to self-quarantine. Of course, alert the authorities if you can. If you're caring for someone, alert the authorities, alert your employer. And I think also businesses have done a great deal trying to communicate to their staff on how to operate if and when you catch it. So the most important point is stop the panic. I think that's for everyone. Let's stop all this overreaction. We've seen so many things going on social media. Learn to filter the noise from the facts. And I think we are good.
For those guys who, CEOs who are leading companies that are affected by this whole issue of COVID-19, from a business perspective, what do you advise them?
I mean, the biggest asset for any CEO is your labor, is your staff. So those are your biggest asset, up and above anything that you're doing.
Ensure they're safe.
So ensuring that your staff are safe. You know, having these basic things like hand sanitizers. You know, education, democratize all the information. You know, just let them know how to on a daily and concurrent basis know how to act when you see someone with any sorts of infections or symptoms. Just know how to act, how to isolate, how to do all that stuff. Other than that, it's business as usual. This is a wake-up call for them. You know, we're talking about flower farms. You know, it's Europe has been hard hit. Is it the end of the world? No, it's a wake-up call for you to start looking at other markets. You understand? If you're it's
time to be creative.
It's time to be creative. I think for a long while we've been quite comfortable. So you're a consumer company, you produce your drink, it's consumed by Kenyans, especially in Nairobi, you're comfortable, you're making your margins. So it's time to now go up and beyond, you know. We have Africa, Africa is the least affected nation after Antarctica, you know. So we are the second least affected nation. So it's for you to start exploring outside Kenya, you know, start looking at EA, where policies are now better than they were a few years ago.
Intra-Africa trade.
Correct. Start looking more in intra-Africa trade, more what the US does. So it's time to have the United States of Africa, if you ask.
Yes. So I think that's a good place to conclude.
Correct.
Don't panic, stay healthy, and it's also a creative time to explore alternative ways of doing business. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned one or two things, and I look forward to interacting with you in other videos to come. Thank you.